all... So these are all vampire young adult novels. Well, yeah, no, they're just vampire novels in general. There are some adult ones in here. The first one has a funny-ass cover, and it's technically an anthology, you know, a collection of different horror stories that are sort of vampire-based. And it's called Lite. So it's got a whole list of a bunch of fucking different authors on top. Usually I'm not much of one for anthologies, but I can live with an anthology if it's based on vampires, and the back of it is, like, weirdly sticky. Like, annoyingly sticky. Next one's also an anthology. Again, when it's vampires, I can live with it being an anthology. It's By Blood We Live. This one, I think, is probably a bit longer. It's not sticky, thankfully. And I believe that's... Yeah, that looks to be the only anthology. No, this one is one of the adult ones, possibly the only adult one. The Lesser Dead. And it's just got a fucking badass cover, and it's got, like, vampire children in it. So, who knows where the fuck that'll go. Then we have Suck It Up, which is just a fucking hilarious cover. Like, look at that fucking cover. It is fucking hilarious. Look at that shit. It is hilarious. Oh, and the way it's written on the back, too. I have no idea if you can see that, but it's really fucking neat compared to the way most book backs are written. Most book backs are written in, like, plain old whatever text. But this one's written in, like, weird writing. And then I got this one, teen. This more teen. We're back to the teens. Blood Matters. This one was, like, discount book, like, dirt fucking cheap. Which is why I wanted actually buying it from Chapters, is because it was cheap. Usually I won't buy books full price from Chapters ever. I'll always wait for them to be discounted at least 30%, unless I have a gift card. But once they're, like, down to, like, $6, I no longer care, because I can get them from the used store for $6, so, yeah. Boop. Though the cover on this one, I will say, is very fucking boring. Like, very, very boring, especially for a vampire novel. And then this one, Infinite Days. Very straightforward, it says, a vampire queen novel. You know, whatever. And of course we have the stereotypical super duper old character in the back. 592 years old. I'm so fucking old. Suck it up, bitch. Tell me when you reach 3 trillion. But I do get a kick when it's just like stereotypical old vampire. And it's always like a couple hundred years old. No one ever like goes into like the thousands usually. Because, you know, most people won't suspend their belief in reality that much. I will. Most people won't. Or this one is a nice cover. I like her eyes. Crave. Written in fucking cool ass writing and cool little blue ass symbols in the back. I'm a sucker for blue on black, weirdly enough, and it's like this particular shade of blue I like on black. So that makes me happy. I also have the Hunger book, which is shown down here. I have that book as well. Haven't read it, but I have it. This one is like the biggest one. It's got some width to it. I don't know how many pages the fucker is, but actually it's not that bad for page numbers. It's like 465-ish. Yeah, 469. So that's probably about 100 or so pages more than normal in most books you see. But like, just for comparison, like most young adult books versus this book. Not quite so. And then, lastly, this book. Under My Skin. The reason I'm going is because this cover. I hate this cover. This cover is fucking terrible. If you follow my books Amino, well, my books and writing on the Amino app, you probably heard me bitch about this fucking cover. Because this cover is like the stereotypical gothic cover. You got crosses from a graveyard, spooky creatures of the night, wolves or coyotes in this case, a thorn pointy rose, and gothic text. It's like super stereotypical goth. In the back even has this like cartoon goth character on it, and it's just like, it's a stereotypical as fuck cover. And that is annoying. It's so brutally stereotypical. I hate it. Like, I like my covers to have something to them, and this is just brutally stereotypical, and it infuriates me. But at least it looks old, so I can give it some leeway in that it looks old. And I got it used, so you won't be finding it in chapters. Or Barnes and Nobles. I think that's what's in America, Barnes and Nobles. For anyone who is from America, Chapters is Canadian Barnes and Nobles, basically. But Chapters is also called Indio, it's also called Kohl's. It's got like 3 fucking names, it's fucking horrible. But it's basically our major bookstore. So,